Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation. That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Morning. Welcome to early morning, carrying on with this knob. Let's see if we can get this knob working in two-way completely, so we can move on to the rest of the nice stuff. Okay, let's sort it out. Right, what are we going to do first? I don't know, check the audio. That's it, we're going to check the audio. Nice stuff. That's working. Should do, as soon as I haven't changed anything, but you never know. Never know with Windows PCs. Right, let's crack on then. So yeah, we're just going to number 3. So far we've got this working from the dial on the actual radio, but we've created a scroll routine, but it's not reflecting back to the radio. So I need to sort that out next. Okay, let's get over to this software. Alright, so we'll run it up and see what we've got. See what we've got so far. I had a weird thing the other day, yesterday, where I plugged the USB into the radio first, powered it up later, but it just stuck saying YAESU on the screen. It wouldn't go past it, so I had to power it off. The only way I could get it out past is if I unplugged the USB. I powered it off, unplugged the USB, plugged the USB back in after what it was already powered on, then it just came on. So I thought it was in a stuck state, but anyway. Right, so we've got this. If I start it, we can turn the radio knob. I'm turning the knob up here now. So that's sort of reflecting what we want there. We'll give it a bit of a, yeah. So what we're after now is doing it the other way. So when I drag this, it's trying to change it, but it's bringing it back too quick. I don't think the stop reading works. No, so if we close it, do it again. Let's just run it up again. And if I do that, obviously it changes where it is. But what I need to do is give it a default frequency. Let's do that now. Right, minimum frequency. We need to set the frequency. So before the drag, I think set frequency. Let's find out where the frequency is. Got a buffer. I'll receive. Format the current frequency. Right, here we go. Let's default it equals. Let's say, I don't know, tell you what, let's make it 14, 150, 500. Let's try that. Okay, let's run that up. It should default to that frequency. Once we get these things working, we can concentrate on making dictionaries with all the different stuff in. Right, so if it started at 7. Oh yeah, it's only when I do that. So it hasn't really started, it's just that the value wasn't reflected. So what we need to do is set that frequency. I need to move that No, we could leave that there. Right, so I just need to update the label. So we need to the bit that sets the frequency, that content. I need to run that up. So we want to set that. So quick put with current frequency, if it'll do it. So we need to go to the initial setup, main window, set frequency. Right, so we could do it in here, but we want current frequency. Even though we don't actually set it, but it should, yeah, it should be okay. Let's see what happens. So when we start it up, should go to the current frequency. Set that label before we start dragging. Yeah, it has. You can already see it. Look, there you go. That's okay. So when we drag now, we're altering this. We're not starting from nothing. Okay, so that is good. So what we want now is this to move as well. This graphic needs to move according to that. Even though we're not sending data to the radio yet, it's not actually getting there. But let's get this knob moving. Right, to get that knob moving, we need to spin the dial in the direction. There's the... Yeah, so we need to do spin dial when we're dragging. Get down to the drag bit. Mouse moving, yeah. So so we're doing the label and we're setting the frequency, but we're not doing the dial. Let me just peak the frequency. So yeah, that's why we're not getting anything there. So what we want is to set the frequency and update the dial. So I can't remember the name of it now. What was it called? Dial. Print dial, show, spin dial. Right, so we need to spin the dial and the direction. Right, so yeah, we could change that up there. Right, let's put that up in the else clause. If current frequency is less than plus equals the delta. So we need to yeah, do a bit. Hang on, we've already done this somewhere. Let's just go back to the spin dial. Here it is. Handle the cat. Yeah, so we want this same routine here. Basically, this same routine. So I'll copy that out of there. So we don't want to repeat data really, we want to make that into a function. So handle the cat, let's make this into a function. Right, so what can we make the same? So the label content, yeah. Digits out long, right, okay. So we could put most of this in a function. So you got the string message, how much of this can we put into its own function? Yes, yeah, let's just make this current frequency is frequency. Okay, so we want, yeah, that's what we want. We want that bit So we copy that out and let's just put it down here. Void, private void, update frequency. Okay, so we need the long frequency. Okay, yeah, so we're bringing the frequency in there, that's it. So it's just going to update the frequency, and depends, that'll basically spin the dial. So we need to go down to our slide, our drag, where's our drag? There it is. So we need just to send the frequency to it. We don't need to upload the cons. We don't need to do that anymore. We're doing that anyway, I believe. Let's just have a look. We're doing that in it. Yeah, we're doing that anyway. So we can forget about that. And we can just put that straight in there. Right, okay. It should automatically manage the rest. Okay. Let's try that. We've got two lots. I need to put that in the other bit. We'll do that in a minute. Right, so if I drag, oh, there you go. So I can make that go up and down. It's tempting to move that round yourself, but you don't, you just go up and down. And that's quite a fast thing, so if you want fast and slow. So that needs to find out what mode the radio is in, whether it's in fast or slow, and then alter this accordingly. And jump it, so I move one little notch, it's moving 1,000 at a time. Let's see what this is doing. It's moving one digit at a time. Then you go slow, and it's even slower, yeah. So we need to alter that, but we got that working. And if I start it off reading the knob, so we can alter that as well. Can't actually stop it at the minute, it has to run out, so we need to sort out that bit. And if I try and do this, it's fighting against it, because it's constantly reading the data back before it's changed it on. I know what it is, it's not actually changing it in the radio. So that's why it's saying change it, then it's saying read it from the radio. It's sending it, but it's been ignored, so then it's reading back the same numbers, where it's immediately returning back again. And we can find out if it's doing that by, let's just go back up here and tidy that last bit before we forget. So we just want to update frequency instead of this bit here. Don't want to duplicate any code, so we want, yeah, so we want that one taken out. And just put frequency in there. Okay, so that's simplified that a bit. Right, next thing we want to take a look at the steps. That's somewhere at the top. Tuning steps 1,000, so we need that to be one digit less, I think. Let's just see what the fast one is. Yeah, that's it. Okay, right, let's just try that again. So it needs to read the mode of the radio and alter the tuning step. So if I go like that, it's doing the same as the radio now. Is it? Hang on, let me just see. Oh. No, it's actually going... It is to certain... Oh, it is doing it, yeah. Yeah, it's just me. It is doing it. So that's the fast. So we need something that reads the mode. So I'll tell you what, I'll just use ChatGPT to find us the command for that. I could look in the manual, I suppose. But I'll just say YAESU cat command for reading what's the button called? Fast button stroke mode. On most YAESU cat command for reading things like mode and front panel button, but with right, okay. Typical cat command is what? Just dreaming again. It's not doing what I want. Right, it's not understanding me without going into detail. Right, let's go back a conversation from yesterday's. Can I read the 891 fast button state or setting? No, you can't read the button state. I don't want to read it, just tell me what the parameter's up to. What's fast? What you can read is frequency and mode. Right, I don't believe it, so I don't actually believe it, so I'm going to have a look anyway. Right, where did I put the manual? Did I put the manual somewhere? I'm sure I've had that manual. What have I done with it? Ah, here it is. Let's copy that out. Put a copy in the one we're working on. Open up the right, so we've got, where is it? Right, here we go. Let's not open it like that. Let's open it with, hang on. Open with, let's open it with, don't know, Chrome. There we go. Right, let's open it in there. Let's make sure we're okay still. Right, so blah blah blah. There's your command. So what can we do? Can we antenna tuner control, dimmer, operation, read, answer, notch? This is going to be awkward, isn't it? Right, tell you what, let's upload the manual. into ChatGPT. Add a file or photo. It's already got this, but I'll give it to it again. I'm just uploading the manual into ChatGPT. So let's send that. Checking the manual. Right. Does not expose the fast button via CAT. Why import front panel? Right. Right, it's going into too much detail. Oh, let's just bring this over here so you can see what's going on. It says it can't be done. Can I tell if the radio is in fast or normal mode? No. You can't tell. Okay, so you can't tell. Can I force it to be in then? Why does it go on listing loads of stuff? Alright. Can I change the mode in software with a cat command? Surely. Yes. Well, that's what I want to know. PA. From your manual mode values. No, I don't need that mode. It's dreaming again, isn't it? Right, I need to stop it. Hang on. It's using all the plan up. Can you only answer with a single line until I ask for more? Yes. Behave yourself. Oh dear. I don't want to read pages and pages of the same shit over and over again. Right. So it's blinded me with so much info that I forgot what it is I'm trying to do now. It's crazy. Set mode. Right, when I say mode, I meant if the VFO is in fast or normal. No, it's not available via CAT. What? You can't change the speed? Okay, so that's weird. Right. That's a bit of a shame. So I'm not sure. Why do I want to do that anyway? Oh, because I want to change the step. Alright, so okay. I can't read what it's set to, so if I change the display, so if I can do that, drag, and it changes it, and I can't click fast to change it. That's weird. I can do it in software where I can change the step and send it out to it, but I can't check whether what it's set to already. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. Right, okay. So we want a temporary button to change this. Yeah. Okay, let's put a temporary button on for now then. Temporary button. And it's like, what's it doing? Right, so let's have an extra button down here. I'll put a temporary button in. The button will, it's not what I want. The button will go over the fast button eventually. Alright, stop reading, frequency. What do they say? FST. I'll just say fast, stroke, normal. Width. Fast and normal. There's a margin. Okay, we'll have that for now. Stop button. So we want this to be a fast normal. I don't know what else to call it. Fast normal. Button click. That'll do. Right, okay, go to definition. So I just need to alter the step, whatever that is. Tuning step. Stupid way of doing it. Tuning step. Okay, so let's do an if. If tuning step is equal to 100, then change it to equals 1000, else tuning step equals 100. Right, that should do it. If it's 100, change it to 1000. If it's not 100, oh hang on. If it's not 100, make it 100. Yeah, that should do it. Right, let's try that. I should be able to just alter it's basic stuff really, this is, but it just takes time to put it in there. Right, so if I go like that, it'll be on the hundreds. If I toggle that, it should then change the thousands. Yeah. So you could basically keep toggling that as much as you want. So toggle it again, it'll go back to the hundreds. Yeah. Thousands. Yeah, so that's okay. So we've got that. Yeah. This is the standard way, you just drag up or down, but it's tempting to go with the knob flow. So it needs a symbol on the screen to say if it's fast. Yeah, so we want a little symbol just there, a label. Okay, so let's alter the label when we change mode. We've got to put a label on it for starters. So we've got that label there. Let's have another label. Yeah, the label can go just there, and we'll call it fast normal mode. fast normal. Don't know what else call it. Right, so I'm going to bring it top. Something like that, and it's going to go default to FST, and the left will have to go over a bit. Get it in the same place and the same size. Alright, the font is too big, and it needs to be in reverse highlights, so when you press it, it just disappears and shows itself. Okay, so I need to reverse it, and the font size is too big. Let's make it smaller. FST, it needs to be bold as well, not light. Or normal. Let's say bold. Yeah, bold. We need to reverse the face. Make the background black. Oh yeah, we can just do that by saying background. So we need a background colour. So I've got a background, so the background will be black for now. And then the foreground's gonna be whatever the background screen colour is. Just say white. Okay, that's a bit over the top, and the height's weird. Right, font size, we haven't done the height of this label yet. That's too tall. Height 10, 20. That's a bit big actually. 18. Right, padding 0. And we want the horizontal content alignment to be centered. Hasn't changed it, why not? That's weird. Oh, the font size is too big maybe. Padding. Why is it like that? Paratyresis. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Paratyresis. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Just watching me doing some mad stuff that's already been done really, but I'm just making my own. In order to learn some digital stuff on the radio, I'm just doing it myself. I don't know why. Who knows? Keeps me busy. Dave, should we get you a ChatGPT subscription? I should do, but I once bought some software back in 1990 something probably, and I drove a long way to fetch it, and it was very expensive. It was an Amiga computer. It was an Amiga computer, MIDI interface, MIDI software, Music X, and I paid some. I think it was supposed to be 200 or something, and they got it on offer. Anyway, I bought it, and the magazine said, oh, they were going to support it around 1.1 soon. They're going to keep supporting it. And then the next thing I know, they've discontinued it. So I ended up with some software that I'd paid money for that was just no future for it. So, yeah. So I'm very reticent to sign up to stuff. Yeah. I thought about it. It would help out enormously, but I'm not that fussed at the minute. I don't want the AI to take over. I've managed for years without it, but it does digest manuals and stuff and makes things a bit quicker. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, it's a bit of a weird one. Let's carry on with this. So that needs to go up. Can I do padding minus? I can go like that. And I can do top. Can I go -2? No, that's not working. Something not quite right then. Horizontal alignment. Oh, center. Why is it on center? Oh, yeah, center. Maybe go to the top. Will that make any difference? No, it's not making any difference. Right, why is that not making a difference? Let's change the font size to 16. That's not making a difference either. Oh. Left. Horizontal content. Center, left, right. Oh, sorry, I want vertical alignment. I'm on the wrong one. Vertical. Vertical alignment, top. There we go. Right, so now it's disappeared altogether. Okay, that's weird. Let's temporarily make the size bigger. Let's make it 28. Why can't... Oh, maybe now I need the padding. Padding of 0. Yeah, there we go. Right, we got there in the end. So we want to look... Oh, it's still... So -1. No, that's not making any difference. So why would that not make a difference? That's weird. Font size 20. Yeah, that's weird, that is. I recently started retro coding a 3D flight sim for the 8086. It's going great. Learned a lot, but utterly unfathomable without AI assistance. Yeah. Yes. The bit I don't like is when it chunters on. It starts daydreaming and it keeps blinding you with the same info over and over again. I've got no problem with it. It's great for working out stuff. Like if I've got an algorithm and I want to optimize it, I mean, yeah, it's going to take over. This coding is totally take over. I mean, I've made it create whole things. You can make it create whole stuff, but you're no longer... You're less involved. That's the problem. Yeah, you're less involved. Yeah, so you're using 3D flights or retro coding. Oh yeah, some of the retro stuff. Yeah, there wasn't really engines and things in them days. No public sort of stuff. It's yeah, each company had their own little engine, maybe not like the Unity or whatever it is you got now. Yeah, I tend to use technology if and when I need it. Like I've got Arduino and ESP32 microcontroller stuff, and I've got Raspberry Pi stuff, but I've always managed to do what I want in the microcontroller. So I've never, even though I've got a lot of Raspberry Pi stuff, I've never needed to move on to it. The microcontroller stuff just starts straight away. The Raspberry Pi, you've got to boot up off an SD or some MMC card and run a program. It's not immediate. So anyway, I didn't need any function from the Raspberry Pi, but they're there if I then run out of resources. But I started with an ATmega 2560. Well, I started with just the 1.5K version, and then I moved up to the ATmega 2560, 8K of memory. Then I went up to an ESP32. So it's always expanded anyway. So I've never got to the end of the microcontroller. So I don't actually need to go to a Raspberry Pi for anything. And most people, when they've got a Raspberry Pi, they're doing basic stuff that, unless they're doing video or face recognition or something like that. Some of them are only doing basic stuff which you can do with a microcontroller, so there's no need. Anyway, but I have got both types in case I needed to move on to them, but never found it. So we're going back to what I was saying with the technology, languages and stuff, capabilities. I'm writing this in Windows Presentation Foundation because I can do animation and stuff and advanced graphics in it. So rather than creating something else and find out you can't do something when you need it after, it's, you've always got the capability to drop onto it from within the same program. Man, your parents were rich. I dumpster fished my first. My classmates already sported. Well, my first PC was a main board one of my mates gave me, a 386 SX16, a great big board, like massive board, and it was so big it wouldn't fit in a case, and there was a bit of the PCB that was blank with nothing on it, no track, so I ended up cutting the PCB off to get it in, and I made it out of all old bits. But I did have a 386 laptop that I was given in order to design a circuit board, because I hadn't got I was into Amigas at the time. So anyway, so I got into it that way. Yeah. Now I never saw any of my parents' money. I used to get a Mars bar for Christmas, I did, if I was lucky. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream. Parateresis. Sounds Greek. Sounds a Greek name. Don't know if it is. Well, welcome to the stream anyway. Oh, it is. You got some... Yeah, that first bit of... I don't read Greek writing, unfortunately. Sorry about that. You lost me on that. Yeah, I can understand Greek language, but if it's spoken, I can understand what they're saying, but I can speak a tiny bit. But to read it, that's a different story. Anyway, right, let's crack on with this. Yeah, let's say we're trying to build up the. Dare I say it? I don't ever ask for subscribers and likes. Never ask for it. I don't like to be bothered with it myself, so I don't bother asking anyone. But it'd be nice to build it up a bit. But yeah, and maybe set up some. I did set up a Patreon, I think, yeah. On one of my programs, I set it up to buy me a coffee. I put a program on GitHub, made it public. It proposed the fix, yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's great. AI is great. It is great, but you still need to, yeah. What you want is it to be your assistant, not take over the job. AWW Don can't postcode here. What? I don't know what that is. Right. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I want to be the project manager, not to be the assistant, if you know what I mean. I don't want the AI taking it over. It'll probably do a better job than me, or maybe not. It starts daydreaming. Probably I can't articulate to the AI program exactly what I'm trying to do. It starts reeling off stuff, and before you know it, it blows your mind with too much info. That's why I told it to give me a line at a time. I've already told this in the past. But I never asked for the latest AI version or ChatGPT 5. I was happy with what I'd got, and it keeps pushing that on me. And I meant to tell it not to keep telling me about I'm running out. I know I'm running out. I don't like to be badgered on it. So in here, I want to ask it, say, please don't keep reminding me that my versions ran out of free offer. See, I'm bombarded with this rubbish. You know what I mean? I don't need it until I need it. I don't want to be forced upon me, if you know what I mean. If I ask for it, fair enough. But that's a weird one. Anyway, so I got that working. So we're just working on this blooming thing here. I'm heading out. Wish you all success to your GUI. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for joining in, and have a good day. Parateresis. Yeah, well done. Nice to see you in the chat. See you soon. Have a good day. Right, so let's get this little fast thing in the way. It is actually a bit greyed out, so we'll have to use the background colour. Will have to be from a style. We'll have to create a style so everything's in the same style. But for now, just to get it in there, we'll directly code it. So we've got a height of 18. Right, I'm going to make it 30. I want to try and get that text up. So we're hang on, is it vertical? Content alignment, bottom, center, top. Still not sending it up. That is weird. Background, foreground, font size. So, right, I need that text right at the top, so let's... Is it margin? No, I can't do the margin because it'll move the whole thing up. So let's try padding again. So, oh, yeah, that sort of shrunk it up. So I should be able to go -2. No. Top, left top, Doesn't seem to make much difference other than... Right, that's a shame. I've done this before. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what I need to do now. I've got it. So I need a square, a shape, rectangle. So I'll put this in a stack panel. Stack panel orientation will be... is it a stack panel? No, it's not a stack panel I want. Sorry, it's a grid. It's a grid. So I want a grid, and I just want to put that in a grid. So I'll put that in a grid, and we'll put in a rectangle behind it. Okay. Width. Right, the width, I don't know. We'll have to just make it a width, say 20. Height 20. And right, background. Is there a background? Fill equals black. Right, needs to go canvas left. What's it doing? It's not finding it. Hang on. Alright, canvas left. Tell you what, we'll move the grid. We'll put the grid there. We won't have the canvas left there. And we could take that out of there as well. Okay, so we've got a background. So we don't need a black background of white anymore. Black. Okay, still got our foreground of white. I think it defaults to white anyway. I'll leave it on white. Let's tidy this up a bit. So we see what we're doing. Okay. Let's tidy this. Right, so we need a width on it. Actually, we could just make the background of the grid black instead of having a rectangle. So width 30, 40, height 30. Right, so hang on, background black. We don't need the rectangle after all then. Now, can we position this, or we're going to end up with the same idea? Right, so let's make padding 0. Right. Can't see what's going on. The height. Height needs to be changed. That's okay. The padding. I think let's do margin. So margin -2 and left -2. Oh, it's aligning it right for some reason. Oh, that's right. Center. Why am I zoomed out here? Struggling. Right, so sort of where we want it. Need to go make the height slightly less. 16. We need to come back from the top. 4. Yeah, that's better. And the width is too much. 36. 34. The font is too big. The font is too big. Let's put the font over here. No, let's leave that. Right, it's not too bad. The width is still a bit too much though. What's that like? Yeah, that's better, but it's too high. Right, that's better. Width. Right, width's so 28. What's that like? Okay, what have we got? Almost. What we got? That looks very similar, sort of. Just go -5. Yeah, that's okay. About the height is too much now. It's a funny way of doing it, I'll admit. Right, okay, I need to move it now. Canvas top, 77. 80. 84. Trying to get it in the right position. 88. Let's go a little bit lower. Let's go 90. And over. Go over. 310. 20. Is that too much? Let's have a look. That's not bad. Okay. Got to plead down. Oh, no, that's it. That's okay. Okay. So we need a name. We got the name on it. So we want. We don't need fast normal label anymore. We need to make a grid X name, and this is the FST label. Right, we can have a lot of those fast. Oh, let's just call it fast normal label. Right, okay. So all we got to do is decide what we're going to have it when the radio starts. So we'll make it visibility. Visibility is hidden. There we go. Oh, we'll leave it on. We'll leave it on because I want to see where it is for marking up the background. Yeah, we'll make the background colour the same. Right, so what I need to do now, oh, it's not a label, it's a grid. Yeah, fast normal grid. Okay. Right, so we'll go over to the code. So we need to do this. So we're gonna change that. Visibility is visible if it's in fast, and then we're gonna go invisible. Hidden. Okay. And we're gonna default to be in which mode? Depends on which mode you're in. Let's just try it. Right, okay. Actually, we're not sticking to the thumbnail. So we've got fast, normal. So if I move that like that, it's slow. Go fast, it's fast. Press the button up here. I dial it, it's in slow. Yeah, click it again, it's in fast. Put it on, it's in fast. Actually, it's not in fast. Hey? No, that's not how it works. That's fast. Sorry, got it wrong. It's moving the other digit, yeah. So, it's almost right. But the tuning step is 10. Right, so we need to change the default tuning step to 10. Yeah, so it defaults to being, and we'd have to make it invisible. So we want it visible for editing the program. So in here we want to make it visibility not collapsed, hidden. Right. Okay, let's give it a go. See if it'll start up. Okay. Yeah. So if I do that now, oh no, it's defaulting to the, yeah, that's right, it's defaulting to the slow mode. Yeah, that's right. And if I put the fast button on, it's then, no, it's not working right. Yeah, it's doing 1,000, right, okay, so we need just to go down to the bottom and change that from 1,000 to 100. That'll do, so that's mimicking the actual thing. Now you could toggle it again in software in a different colour so you could go even faster. So yeah, you could just have that, so you got your normal. Then you've got your fast, and you could have your super fast, which does, yeah. Okay, that'll do. I'm trying to reproduce what we've got. So anyway, what does the thumbnail say? tuning knob. So we're still working on the tuning knob. At least we're still doing what we said we were going to do. We're not going off on a tangent. Right. Okay. Now that what we haven't got is we've got that doing that, and I can start this function and read the value and turn the actual knob on the radio. Now what I can't do is switch on the radio from fast to slow and have it detect it. There's no way of reading it. So unfortunately that will be out of sync if you press it on the radio as opposed to pressing it here. Well, that's a bit of a shame. But at least I'll let you control the software. See, it's starting to play up now because it's updating. It's not sending it's sending it, but it's not acknowledging. So what we've got to do now is try and work out how to get the radio to pick up the info. Now, I saw a video last night that was talking about some other settings. Data mode, something or other. Data gain, some kind of thing. Data receive mode or something. Dial step. Trying to find it. Packet. PTT select. Data BFO. LSB. Yeah, something to do with that data BFO. What's the options on that? USB. Oh. That's nothing to do with it. Data out level. PTT. Data in select. Ah, rear. Mic. Rear. Okay, that's not it then. I think that was something to do with if you're trying to sample. Yeah, so it wasn't part of the problem. Display, it's other. Data mode, others. PSK, others. Right. BFO, hang on, USB. Auto, lower sideband, oh, upper sideband. Auto. Just looking through the menus. Don't know why it won't pick up my command. I'm telling it to change. Cat total, right, all that's all there. Don't think there's anything else. No. Okay. So, we've got to work out what is happening. I haven't yet managed. Didn't I get it to change frequency? Thought I got this working once, where it would tell it to change the frequency. Right, we don't need this one anymore. Let's get rid of that. Right, so let's find out. Right, so docat sends it. Set the mode. USB 1. Okay, let's see if we can set the mode. Get mode. Let's try set mode. See if we can change. Yeah, let's just set mode and see if it can change the mode if it can't change the channel. Right, so we're going to go on here. We're going to go set mode 2. Alright, that's all we're going to do. Let's give that a try. Right, so we're on USB. Set mode 1. Don't think it's picking up the mode. No, it's not changing anything. So these things aren't working. Set mode. Right, peak definition. Send a cat command. So it should have changed it to lower. It's not changing it. So my radio's not picking up any data from. I was doing this before when I was connected to the wrong COM port. It's weird. Unless you need to connect to a different port. Alright, send the cat command. Go to definition. Oh, ends with. Right, this is not working, is it? Port right TX command. Oh. Why have I got TX there? That's confusing. Send cat and command. So it's wanting to put if not command ends with. Right, so it's putting that on the end. Don't know why. Alright, let's just take that out of there. Temporarily take that out, see what it does. Not doing anything. Right, that's a weird one. Right, I don't know what is actually going on. Right, let's see if ChatGPT can help. Let's change mode. Oh, I've upset it now. Mode 02. Okay. Let's just send that then. Right, let's just say set mode, go to definition. Mode, yeah, it's already doing it. Mode 02. Right. Ah. It's already put in on the end though, isn't it? Send cat. Port right command. Oh, if it hasn't got that on the end, put one on it. Fair play, that can just stay. So get mode. Get mode's never used. Send cat command. So set mode. That's just for sending mode, isn't it? So what I want to find out, set the frequency. Where's the set frequency? Send a cat command. It's always, yeah, it's not giving you the right command. That's why. It's just changing the mode. And the data will be wrong. Command ends with, no, it's not strictly true. Send cat. So we're doing the cat right in FA here. Send cat, buffer, handle cat, update the frequency, set the frequency, get mode, set mode. Right, okay. Send cat. Alright, let's just issue that mode. Send a cat command. Handle a cat. Send a cat. Okay, so that should work. So we should be able to send a cat from the top. So forget the set mode. Send a cat mode. 01. Right, okay, let's just send that. See what that does. I did nothing. Nothing at all. So it's not picking up, I wonder if this radio is faulty. It's sending the data but not receiving it. That is weird as hell. Oh, the driver's not good. Or do you have to send it on the other port? Right, let's ask it a question. Y891 does not receive any cat command, but sends cat commands. Cat settings, baud rate, match your app, open for cat control. Yeah, I've done that. That's already checked. The wrong COM port exposes separate cat and audio ports. Pick the cat one. Almost certainly the wrong COM port. Okay, I'll try the other one then. I'll try and connect to COM7 then. Where is it? Right, open the port. COM7. Maybe you're gonna send it on a different port. Don't know. It's weird. No difference. Right, that's yeah, not working on that port. That's how we had it before. Right. So, no data. Right, let's slow it down a bit. Maybe it doesn't like the speed. Let's change it. 19,200. Let's change the speed. Cat rate 19,200. Okay. Let's run that. No difference. Right, so let's come down a bit further in speed. 9,600. It might. Cat rate 9,600. Try anything. No, sitting dumb. That is not changing in the slightest. Why is that? We don't know. Right. Let's change it back again. So that's bloody weird. That is. DTR optional, not required. Let's take these out. Let's take these out. See what happens. Alright, let's try again. There's nothing happening. So that works no matter what. I don't know. Important for cat. New line is that? I don't know. Right, let's try it again. That's a weird one. I suppose I could plug it into my other radio in case there's something wrong with this port. That's a shame. I got so far with it. Three eight 400. 38400. I don't know. Let's try Googling it. YAESU FT-891 cat control only works one way. Incorrect COM port selection. Improper baud rate or issues with USB driver cable. Handling flow control. Usually the high number. In your software, switch to other COM port. Often the announced port is needed to reliable two-way, but sometimes it is a standard port. Baud rate mismatch. Oh, I don't think there is that. There isn't that rate in there. Sure the software matches. Check the flow control. Set flow control to in your software. Ensure the serial port settings. 8 data bits. No parity 1 stop bit. Noise. Proper operating mode. If the radio is in memory mode, cat commands to change might fail. It's not in memory mode, is it? Maybe. Could be. That's memory mode. No. There is an A next to it though. What's the A? I wonder what the A means. What is the A? Weird, very strange. I don't know. Reset the firmware. If all else fails, soft reset the radio can clear glitches. To cat or no cat? One cat. Partially working. Oh, it needs 10 digits. 10 digits. Right, let's have a look at the FA. Set read, set command. There are 3 commands: set, read, answer. To set the VFO frequency sent to the computer, from the computer to the transceiver. Right, let's send that then. It's not going to let me copy, is it? Right. Let's just put that over there. Let's send it a command. Right, send cat. So dollar. Right, what's the dollar for? So we're going to put that in there. So we want FA 01 4 2 5 0 0 0 0, comma. So 4 1 2 3 4, yeah. Let's just send that. Did that just... no, it didn't. I thought that changed then, it didn't. No, so it's totally ignoring that. Read, we can read it. FA. Read command. When the read command above has been sent, the following command is returned. Okay. Right, to read a frequency, let's try FA. So FA on its own, read command, and then it'll return. Okay, I don't think this is working. I wonder if it's a driver issue. View output. So did it receive it? RX. Okay. So it received something. Let's have a look. On data received. Handle cat message. Right, oh yeah, so handle cat. Right, RX received and message. If message starts with FA, read the digits. If message starts with MD, mode, update the frequency. Right. Okay, so I need to just run that, stop that and run it. Right, so we've got down here handle cat, so it's received. I set the frequency and it's ignored me, but it's received. Yes, it doesn't like something. So let's just stop that a minute. So I've set the frequency. I've set the frequency 3 times. And the last one, hang on. Yeah, so let's stop it doing that. So we're sending the FA command, and it should bring back request the frequency. Right, I'll change the frequency. I'll put it on 002. So if I run that now, if it reports the same frequency, that means it's getting the command back. It's received the command OK. Alright, so we'll stop that. So it is definitely picked up. So my software spoke to it and it received it and it sent the message back. So it's picking up data and it's sending data. So there's no problem with the comms. So the problem is with something else then. Send cat. Right, so if I tell it I'm asking him for data to set the VFO, set command, read command. So it's not to set a VFO frequency. The following command is sent from the computer to the transceiver. Right, let's try it again. So we've got this dollar thing going on. FA 01 42 5 0 0 0 0 1 2 3 4. Let's send it without that. Maybe it's putting 2 on. Don't know. Shouldn't be. So let's send that. Didn't get anything back. Right. Oh, it's actually set to that now. Did it set it? Let me set this off. Stop the program and run it. Maybe that worked. Yeah, Fucking hell, it worked. It worked. It actually, I changed it off, and but it's not reading it. So that's sending the cat command, but it's not changing. So it worked when I took off the thing. Now, do I put that back? Alright, then send it. And I bet it won't work now. I've changed that to another frequency. No, it's changed it still. So that is working. If I read it, it'll show me that. Right, so it's working. So, it works, but right, so that actually works, but it's not working when I set frequency async. Oh, it's not doing that. I'm not using that, am I? Why is that not in use? I thought I was using that. Must have been an earlier thing. Right, so we're working here, so we can get rid of that. That sent the command to it. That worked. It changed the frequency. So when I do the scrolling, that's not working. Is it because it's sending too many commands at a time? Update the frequency, set the frequency. Spin the dial. So that's all that's doing. And set the frequency. Oh, there you are, send commands. This bit's not working. Yeah, that's the bit that's not working. Right. So set frequency, let's go on to that one. Right, I've got to go for an interim. Just save that. I'll be back in a second. Hold on, back again. Yeah, so we've got it. We know it's working. There's not a faulty radio. Not a faulty radio. So it's not. I should be doing radio. Really, should be going in my car. Radio on a hill. Where is he sat? In the middle of a frequency? Right, so the cat command's working, the set frequency isn't working. So it's put a safeguard in. What's it doing here? Formatting it. Too many Z's. What send command's already doing that. Hertz. Don't know. It's formatting it. So the send cat command works directly. Set freak. I don't know why this is trouble. If you don't make your own code, you get ChatGPT to put bits in. You don't know why it's using it. If you put it in yourself, you know why you needed to put it in the first place. That's the trouble. Right. So I need to see the command it's sending. Set frequency. It is showing me. It is showing me. So view. Where's the output gone? So it's set frequency. Is there a set frequency anywhere? Send cat, that's the first one. And then I did don't see a set frequency here at all. Find all references. So it's in the delta, yeah. Set frequency. So update the frequency. What's that doing? Spin it, changing the dial. Should change that to dial frequency. Update the dial. Frequency. Oh, it is updating the frequency. Yeah, sort of. Right, so set frequency is not seen to be. Let's just take this away. Take that away for a minute and just see if the formatting manages to get past. Actually, we could, yeah, leave that in. Issue this command directly from the top instead of the send cat. Set frequency, so we'll just put in there 1425000. We know that one works, so we'll just set that directly. And we'll change the, oh, we're on a different dial setting, so see if it changes my display now when it runs. No, it didn't change it. Never changed it. So if I read it, that's the frequency my radio's on. So it didn't send it, even though that one works. This one didn't. So there's something wrong with this set frequency. Alright, let's go to the definition. So the formatting is wrong here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to see actually set frequency. Handle cat. Why is that showing all that? Right, start again. I need a drink, it's getting groggy. Handle cat RX question mark. Set frequency. Send cat set. Will you stop scrolling? It's right, I have to clear my throat. Right. Connected. Send cat. Set frequency. So what's the difference? Oh, it sent a load of leading zeros. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 digits. Right, 11 digits. Right, so it doesn't like the extra digits. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back up here. How many digits is it putting in? 11 digits. Let's send it with 11 digits. So we're going to send a direct cat command, but we're going to put 11 digits. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I go 10, 11, so it's 3 digits down there. Right, we'll send that and it'll probably ignore it. Let's see if it ignores that or if it changes my radio. It's ignored me. So it's ignored me, so I don't need to put the leading zeros in really. No, there was one in there, wasn't there? FA0 set command. Right, let's try it without the leading zero. No, didn't do anything. Put the leading zero back in. Will it change the radio? Yeah, changing the radio. So if I receive it, that's it's changed it. Right, so by putting, I've just got to make sure I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 digits instead of this one here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 digits. So 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We'll try that. I have no idea if it'll work. So I go to the top. So we're going to swap out that for that. See what happens. Change my frequency on the radio before it pipes up. It's changed it. It's changed it. There's too many digits in it, so... Ah, there we go. My radio's changing. It's changing. It's working. That's working. So if I set this up to do that, what's going to happen? It's still going to do it. It's changing it. And I can change the knob as well. I've got the two-way working. So that's me turning the actual knob on the radio, and then that's me actually changing it there. That's working. And if I change the band, I'll change the band, yeah, and I can scroll that up. Right, that's working out. So it's all down to 2 extra digits that I never had anything to do with. ChatGPT set that up, so maybe it's thinking about a different radio. I don't know. Yeah, so that's good. Great, so I can get on with something else now. So if I click on fast, it goes to fast and it's changing it fast. Turn the fast off and it's changing it slow. Yeah, working. Right, that's good. It was just some stupid, yeah, a bit of stupid stuff going on. Right, so we can get rid of that one now. Let's get rid of this one. We don't need it. I'll tidy this code up a little bit. Are we using that? Without reference. Oh, we don't need them then, if they're not being used. Well, let's tidy up. Is there anything else? Find all references. Without reference. Oh, we don't need that then as well. Not using some of this stuff, so let's have a look down it. Do the cat. Right, that's not needed. Okay, open the port. Send the cat. Buffer, we're using buffer? Yeah, we're using buffer. Format the frequency, we're using that? Yeah, we're using that. Right, let's just move them up the top. Put them up the top. I don't know where everything is. Get frequency, it's not being used. No, we can get rid of that. We don't need that one. Valid range. Don't know what that is. suppose we can just leave that in. Get the mode. It's not being used at the minute. Set mode and get mode. We'll need that at some point. Set mode. Right, we'll leave that in for now. Everything else. Ignore tiny jitter. Right, okay. Okay, so that's yeah, that's cleaned it up a little bit. Got loads of extra stuff in this we don't need. Let's take this out of here for now. Okay. Find all references. Yeah, we're using that. Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. Right, let's just run it up again and see what we've got. We can probably set it so it's always picking up the frequency. Now that's changing the frequency on my thing. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's actually changing both things. Tell you what I'll do, I'll switch over to that radio. I'll find somebody. Let's tune into something. Tell you what, I'll just tune into something on here. Oops. Yep, can't find anything when you want it, can you? Oh. There you go. That's live tuning from the software. Yeah. And I can change the dial. Ah, no, I haven't told it to. It's not scanning me because I didn't switch it on. So. Right. It'd be nice to be able to toggle the last few hertz to like 500, 250 off a button, so you can just sync to the nearest one. Right, so we've got two things going on now. We're updating the display. Twice. It's coming back from the radio, but we're doing it as well. It's probably not a good idea, but it doesn't seem to matter. Right, anyway, so that button needs to go on this button here. So I need a pop-up graphic that shows you the top of the buttons. That's what I need. And it's tempting just to put them up that way already. Just angle them and edit the... It won't be like the real thing because you'll see the buttons sticking up. So what I've got to do now is always retrieve, because it's constantly asking for the frequency at the minute. Down here it's constantly asking for what frequency, multiple times a second, so it can track the knob. Yeah. So I can do it that way from the tuning knob, the VFO, or I can go this way. I suppose tell you what, let's switch over to the other radio. Let's get someone on the band scope who's strong the signal. 243. 243. Two, 4, 3. So I'll switch over to that one. So I'm actually using one of my switches. You can't see it. I don't think you can see it. Can you see it? Let's have a look. I'm using one of my switches to switch between the radios. It's working okay. I've transmitted through it and everything. There's some on eBay now. Going one on an auction. But I haven't said that. Got a few more to get rid of, but I'm not saying that. Just if anyone followed along and they happen to want them. Anyway. It's on for 89p at the minute. Right. So that's working. And I can tune it. So I need a button, something you can click on and just choose, lock the frequency up or down, plus or minus. So an option box, but we don't want traditional graphics. Anyway, I've been going for 2 hours, we've got it working. The thumbnail, two-way, we got the two-way working. It's probably a good time to end it. But still got lots of work to do. Yeah, so that's working, sort of. I need to clean the code up. Shall I leave it at that? I'll probably have to do more work on it. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, I think. Right. We'll end it there. I've done what I said. I might come on later on. After lunch. Probably again. Number 4. So we've got it working. Let's just bring it up. So there it is there, and it's changing the frequency. What you want is a scan facility. A button that scans and then finds the signal strength, but you'd have to, read the signal strength. Anything that comes up below higher than a certain thing, put it into a list, and then you could just scan them. I've probably got scan built in anyway, I don't know. Yeah, so let's leave it at that for now then. And I'll catch you sometime later on today. Thanks for watching. And 73 for now. Later. Okay, bye bye.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation. That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.